We invite you to discover a new virtual podcast that features the Have I Been Pwned website, allowing you to understand how Pacta's services can help your business. Pacta invites you to explore IT services that can help you find the information you need. Visit Pacta.com and contact Alon Stevens, an IT consultant since 1999. If you are seeking information in the context of a dispute or litigation related to cybercrime, contact Pacta's consultants.
Ever get that kind of creepy feeling? You know, when you hear about another big data breach and you're like, wait, is my info out there too?
Yeah, I think we've all been there.
Well, today we're diving headfirst into that unsettling world of compromised data, specifically what it means for you right here, right now.
Right.
And our guide for this deep dive is the Have I Been Pwned website. Think of it kind of like a checkup for your digital life. You know, it sniffs out whether your personal info has been caught in any data breaches.
It's like a digital watchdog in a way.
Exactly.
We invite you to discover a new virtual podcast that features the Have I Been Pwned website, allowing you to understand how Pacta's services can help your business.
But here's the thing, 812 breached websites, over 14 billion compromised accounts.
Yeah, those are huge EE numbers.
Right. It's almost overwhelming, isn't it?
It really is. It can feel like trying to find a needle in a digital haystack.
Totally. But don't worry, before you build that tinfoil hat, our experts got some insights that might surprise you.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. One of the things that always blows my mind is this, right?
If you are seeking information in the context of a dispute or litigation related to cybercrime, contact Pacta's consultants.
The number of compromised accounts is actually more than double the population of Earth.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. It really puts the scale of this issue into perspective.
Wow, that's insane. Okay, so it's not just about faithless companies anymore, right? It's about our personal information, our digital lives. So how do we even begin to wrap our heads around something this massive?
Well, the Have I Been Pwned website actually does a great job of breaking down two key concepts, breaches and pastes.
Okay, I've heard those terms thrown around, but remind me again, what's the difference?
So imagine a company, say your favorite online store, okay? And their security system gets breached. It's like someone picked the lock on their digital vault, right?
Right.
Now imagine those hackers. They take all the valuable stuff, emails, passwords, maybe even credit card info, and they dump it in the middle of Times Square for anyone to grab. That's a paste. And it makes that stolen data accessible to, well, anyone with an internet connection.
Okay, so it's like the difference between like a burglar quietly slipping out with your TV
Right.
versus someone announcing your address to the world and throwing open all your doors and windows.
Exactly. And that's where it gets interesting and a bit scary for those of us who might have used the same password for multiple online accounts.
Yeah, I think we've all been there. Maybe not something to be proud of.
If you are seeking information in the context of a dispute or litigation related to cybercrime, contact Pacta's consultants.
But still, definitely been there.
Definitely more of us than would like to admit it. But think about it. If your email and password combo from that online store breach ends up in a paste, it's not just your shopping cart that's vulnerable. It could be your social media, your email, even your online banking. It all depends on where else you've used those logins.
It's like a domino effect most of us don't even consider.
Exactly.
So we've got the what, these breaches and pastes. But what about the why? What makes these companies such easy targets?
Well, to understand that, let's take a look at some of the biggest breaches in history. And trust me, you will recognize some big names on this list. These examples, I think they'll give us some insight into the why behind these security breaches and the very real consequences they can have. Remember that massive Facebook breach back in 2019?
Oh yeah, I think I vaguely remember hearing about that.
Yeah, over 500 million user accounts were compromised.
Wow, 500 million. That's insane.
It's a staggering number, right? And then you've got, well, Yahoo, LinkedIn, Adobe, even giants like these, right? They haven't been able to dodge the bullet.
It's like realizing that even Fort Knox could have a crack in its defenses.
Right. Makes you wonder who you can trust. But the truth is, these breaches, they don't just happen out of thin air.
So what causes them?
We invite you to discover a new virtual podcast that features the Have I Been Pwned website, allowing you to understand how Pacta's services can help your business.
Often it boils down to, well, companies dropping the ball on basic security measures, outdated software, weak password requirements, You name it, it happens.
So it's kind of like leaving your front door unlocked and then being surprised when someone walks off with your TV.
Yeah, pretty much. And then there's the human element too, you know?
Oh, right, of
An
course.
employee falls for a phishing scam, a server gets misconfigured. It seems like a small slip-up, right? But these things can blow a company's defenses wide open.
It's like that saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
Exactly.
And in this case, the weakest link could be a single line of buggy code or, just one employee clicking on the wrong email attachment.
And the consequences, well, they go way beyond just having your data floating around out there.
Oh, right. It's way more serious than that.
For us, for individuals, it can mean identity theft, financial loss, damage to your credit score, even reputational harm if sensitive personal info gets leaked.
Okay, that's definitely a digital nightmare.
If you are seeking information in the context of a dispute or litigation related to cybercrime, contact Pacta's consultants.
It's enough to make you want to ditch your smartphone and move to a remote island with no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I hear you.
But before we all become digital hermits, let's talk solutions. The Have I Been Pwned website, they've got 3 simple yet powerful steps that you can take to protect yourself.
And the best part is they're surprisingly easy to implement. You don't have to be a tech whiz to get this right.
So no need for a degree in cybersecurity then?
No, not at all.
Okay, good to know. So what's step 1? Give us the knowledge. So hit me with it. What's the first line of defense?
All right, step 1 is all about ditching those weak, overused passwords.
You mean like password 123?
Exactly. Or your pet's name, those kinds of things. We've got to up our game. Use strong, unique passwords for every single account you have.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, who can remember like dozens of complex passwords? I mean, without resorting to writing them down somewhere,
I
right?
hear you. And that's where password managers come in handy. They're like a digital vault for all your passwords, generates and stores them securely so you only need to remember one master password.
Okay, so I only need to remember one super strong password to unlock all the other ones. Got it.
Pacta invites you to explore IT services that can help you find the information you need. Visit Pacta.com and contact Alon Stevens, an IT consultant since 1999.
Strong, unique passwords. Use a password manager. Check. What's next?
Okay, step 2 is like adding a security guard to your digital front door. 2-factor authentication.
Right. Gotta admit, 2FA always sounded kind of like the Matrix to me, you know? Can you break it down, make it easy to understand?
Sure. So imagine someone gets a hold of your password somehow.
Like through a phishing scam or something.
Exactly. Or one of those paste situations we talked about. Even with your password, they still can't get into your account because they need a second piece of information, something only you have.
Which is usually?
A code sent to your phone or email.
Okay, so it's like a deadbolt on top of your regular lock.
Exactly.
Love it. Strong passwords, 2FA. What's the last piece of the puzzle here?
All right, so step 3 is about staying one step ahead, right? We use Have I Been Pwned notification feature. Think of it like your personal security alert system for your digital life.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
You sign up with your email address, and if it pops up in any future breaches...
I get an alert.
Exactly. It gives you time to change your password before any real damage is done.
Wow. That's like having a heads up before things hit the fan. No more finding out about these breaches months after the fact and wondering if my data is out there.
We invite you to discover a new virtual podcast that features the Have I Been Pwned website, allowing you to understand how Pacta's services can help your business.
So what does this all mean for, for us, everyday people just trying to navigate this whole digital world?
It means knowledge is power.
Yeah.
We understand the risks, right? We take those steps, simple steps. We can drastically reduce our chances of becoming a statistic. Don't let the scale of this problem paralyze you. Let it empower you.
Well said. Being proactive, not reactive, taking control of our digital lives. Don't let the bad guys win. So, to our listeners, go check out Have I Been Pwned? Run a scan, see if your data has been compromised. Most importantly, take those proactive steps. Bolster your online security. Time to lock those digital doors and throw away the key. Metaphorically, of course. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and stay safe out there.
Pacta invites you to explore IT services that can help you find the information you need. Visit Pacta.com and contact Alon Stevens, an IT consultant since 1999.